Hi, in this video I would like to show you the new features for the Condor scanner in NinjaSpread. If you click on Condor, you will see the regular filter fields in here. Let's look for SPY Condors. The default selected value for option stands for call and put, which is an iron Condor scanner, but if you are looking for purely a call or put Condor, you can select them as well. So, for example, right now, let's look for a symmetrical iron Condor with at least 30% reward to risk, and with these days to expiration, then the front delta should be around 15 to 25. The front delta stands for the short legs of the iron Condor. Let's see if it finds anything. Okay, so here you can see the results. The first strikes are the put strikes, the put vertical spread, and the second is the call vertical spread. And as you can see, the difference between the strikes are 5 because we have set 5 in here. And the expiration is 31 days to expiration. And we have 31 days to expiration. And if you click on the analyze, you can see this is a regular iron Condor for SPY, with the short delta of 25 and 21. This means that the put leg, the short put leg, the first short put leg is 25 delta, and the first short call leg in the iron Condor is 21 delta right now. And the price is 165, which is a credit, obviously, because it's an iron Condor. And the range between the two break-evens are 5.9%, and the range probability is calculated by delta. So this is a regular, standard, symmetrical butterfly. What if you are looking for an asymmetrical broken wing butterfly? For example, the first leg should be 10, and the second, the BWC, stands for broken wing condor, stands and should be like 5. Can we find something like that? Right now, with these settings, with the price being credit, probably it's not found. So let's look for different settings in here. For example, 2240. Here you can find the ones that you are looking for. So for example, if you click on the risk graph, you will see this is broken wing Condor. The put spread is 5 wide and the call spread is 10 wide. So this one stands for the call and this one stands for the put. If you want to reverse it, for example 5 to 10, it will look for the opposite, and you see the risk graph showing like that. If you are not sure what type of strike differences you are aiming for, you should use 0 and 0 in here, and it will scan for all the combinations using these filter criteria. It's finding too many results, so probably we should narrow it down. And let's look for something like that. Still no results, so I would need to change the settings to find the new ones. Too many results. So let's say we look for until 10. Too many results. So let's say the reward to risk should be at least 100 percentage points. Too many results. So I would say we need to narrow it down based on days to expirations. Okay, we have found a lot with different types of strike differences. So using 0 stands for all the combinations. So you will find very strange ones which are not liked by you probably, like for example $1 to $half and stuff like that. So at least you should filter down the range. So for example, what if I look for at least 4% range between the break evens? That's too much. So let's say it's 2%. Now we have found better ones. So in this way you can filter down the results and you can easily look for standard and broken wing iron Condors. Now let's see how you can scan for directional Condors using call or put options only. If you click on put options, there will be a new field populated here that stands for credit per width. This will be important in our scan. So let's say that we are looking for a put condor that is like this front data distance and stuff like that. Let's keep it that way and see if it finds anything. Nothing is found. So I have to increase the price probably. And here you can see all the results that are standard put condors, and they are symmetrical. As you can see that we have only set the strike difference to 5. So if you click on the risk graph, you will see standard put condors for the downside. And here you can see each spread in the condor. So the first spread stands for the debit spread. So this is a debit condor, and this is the credit condor. And using the CW, you can set the minimum premium percentage based on the width of the credit spread. So for example, if it's 5 point wide, and we say, okay, let's only look for CW that is minimum 10, then it will show you only the ones with the credit spread where the minimum premium of the credit spread is 10% of the width. So in this example, it's 0.5 because the distance between the strikes are 5 points in here. Here you can see the results, and there's a new column stands for CW, and you can see the minimum is 10% and the highest one is 15%. It really depends on how close the strikes are to at the money price. So these are standard directional put condors. If you want to look for broken wing put condor that is directional, you can either specify it directly here, or you can use 0 for all the combinations. Let's look for that. Probably no results. Yes, I think it's because the price and the range or the CW. So for example, first let's try to remove these filters and see what we got. We have found a lot, and if you click on the risk graph, you will see that these condors are broken wing condors with specific set of criteria. Let's make it more flat. So for example, from -5 to +5 as the net delta of the condor. These are flat ones. If you look at the delta column, you will see the net delta of the position. And the distance between the two spreads are usually governed by the price and the range. So let's say that these are two out of the money in terms of the credit spread part. So let's make it higher and look for at least minimum 10 percentage points in terms of CW. And we have found fewer results using these settings. What if you don't know what type of broken wing condors you are looking for? Then you can always use 0 and 0. And it will scan for all the combinations. Sometimes it's too much, and you have to narrow down your search. So let's try to make it credit, first of all. With a flat delta setting, it's too many. So make the range at least 3 percentage points in terms of SPY, and no results. So I have to narrow it or make it lower. And we have lots of results again with the range, starting from 2 percentage points until 2.6. If you click on the price column, it starts from 0 and it goes to -45 as credit. Here you can see pretty strange intervals, like the first spread has a strike difference or strike width of 1, and the second spread has a strike width of 7. So for example, it looks like that. If you want to lower the number of combinations, you can always use specific strike difference criteria. As you can see, these intervals are all over the place, so you can filter it down. For example, let's use only these strikes in those fields, and it will only look for these combinations. As you can see, these are only numbers coming from these fields. So let's say, for example, that you want to use these kind of broken wing leg combinations, and it will find you that. So the first set of strikes come from these fields, and the second set of strikes come from these fields. Let's say now that we try to look for directional ones that have already negative delta, and still credit. We have not found anything. So if this is something that you like, for example, you can save it as a scan criteria. Let's name it SPY flat. Click on the save button. You can later on select it from this field. And if you click on the notification button, NinjaSpread will scan the market every 5 minutes. And if it's finding anything that is matching these results, it will send you an alert email. So this way, you can always be notified on your specific set of criteria, and then you can later evaluate if you want to trade that or not. And obviously, you can use the same set of filters and functionality if you are looking for core condors. So all in all, these are the new features for Condor Scanner in NinjaSpread. I hope it will help you save time and find you better trades. Let me know what you think about these new features. Thank you for your attention. Bye.